The worst part of being a mall cop is that nothing ever happens. There are no car chases, no fistfights, not even any shoplifting. So, when Stan, a mall cop who'd been working at the Oakwood Mall for 17 years, found a hidden elevator shaft in the food court, he was excited, to say the least. This must be it, he whispered to himself, adjusting his hat. The one place in this forsaken wasteland that has the potential for excitement. The shaft was behind a wall lined with Moe's Southwest Grill and Orange Julius signage, and when Stan pushed the call button, an elevator appeared, a shiny, chrome-plated box with a single instruction: do not touch. Curiosity overwhelmed caution, and Stan stepped inside. When the doors slid shut, Stan felt a jolt and heard a voice in his head. Accessing interdimensional nexus. Please stand still. Suddenly, the elevator lurched upward, then plummeted. Stan screamed as his body was ripped apart and reassembled. He looked down to see a mechanical leg, where his left one had been before. A thin, metallic appendage with a shiny, polished surface replaced his entire torso. His right arm was now a thick, powerful limb with 3 clawed fingers. Stan flexed his new hand, sending shivers down his spine. He had become a cyborg. The elevator dinged and the doors opened to reveal a version of the Oakwood Mall from what seemed like the distant future. Gleaming chrome and neon lights dominated the color scheme. Holographic advertisements floated in the air and people with cybernetic enhancements strolled past. Stan, now fully robotic, walked out into the mall and was greeted by a sight that made him go numb. A robot dog wearing sunglasses approached him and said, "Hey, you got a sec?" Stan nodded, confused, and the robot dog continued. "I need your help to save the mall. You're our last hope." Before Stan could respond, the robot dog transformed into a robot bird, then into a robot mouse, and then back into a robot dog. "What?" Stan asked, bewildered. "You can shapeshift?" The robot dog nodded. "We all can. That's why we're the most feared and respected species in the galaxy." Stan scratched his robotic chin. But why would anyone want to be feared and respected? All that matters is having a good day at the mall, eating some delicious food and listening to some great music. The robot dog tilted its head in confusion. "You clearly don't understand the stakes. The Galactic Federation wants to turn this mall into a radioactive wasteland so they can build a new spaceport. It'll destroy the entire dimension." Overwhelmed by the responsibility thrust upon him, Stan panicked. "I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted to find some place in the mall where there was some action." The robot dog placed a robotic paw on Stan's shoulder. "You may not remember, but you were chosen for this, brought here for a reason. You have the heart of a hero, Stan. It's time for you to embrace your destiny." With a sigh, Stan realized he had no choice. "Okay, what do I need to do?" The robot dog smiled. "First, we need to get you a weapon. Come with me." They walked past the Orange Julius and into the Moe's Southwest Grill, where the robot dog pulled out a burrito-shaped device and handed it to Stan. "It's a plasma launcher. Just squeeze the beans." As Stan took the weapon, he felt a surge of power. It was time to protect them all, even if it meant risking his life. He walked out into the bright lights of the futuristic mall, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Meanwhile, back in the present day, the elevator doors opened to reveal yet another version of the Oakwood Mall. This one looked like a medieval kingdom. Knights in shining armor walked past vendors selling wares and villagers going about their daily business. Stan, no longer a cyborg, walked out and approached a knight. "Excuse me," he said, "but where am I?" The knight looked him up and down. "You are an Eldoria traveler, and I am the Royal Knight Sir Reginald." Stan scratched his head. "Look, I'm not from around here. Can someone please tell me where I am and how I got here?" Sir Reginald placed a hand on Stan's shoulder. "You are the prophesied king. Come to reclaim your birthright," before Stan could protest. The knight led him through the bustling marketplace and into a grand hall where a group of villagers awaited him. "Silence," boomed a voice. All eyes turned to a portly man in a velvet robe sitting on a throne.
"Oh."
"You have brought the chosen one." The man on the throne gestured toward Stan. "Do you accept him as your king?" The crowd roared with approval. Stan gulped, unsure what to say. The old man continued, "You have no choice, villagers."
Damn.
The prophecy foretold that the king would arrive from another realm, riding on the wings of destiny. Stan looked around at the expectant faces and sighed. Maybe being a king wasn't so bad after all. He just hoped it wouldn't interfere with his job at the mall. Suddenly the ground shook, and a deep voice echoed through the hall. "Prepare to die, foolish mortals." Through the window, Stan saw a horde of robots approaching, led by a massive, menacing cyborg. "Looks like my replacement," Stan muttered, gripping his plasma burrito launcher. "Guess it's time to get to work."